Hey guys, and welcome to the very first video on my YouTube channel. My name is Jasmine, and in this video you're going to see how we transformed our downstairs half bathroom. This is what it looked like before we got started. And this is what it looks like now. I absolutely love the way that everything turned out, and if you're interested in seeing how we did everything, please keep watching. So like I said earlier, this is my very first video, but I would love if you would subscribe to my channel and like this video. I have a ton more home improvement DIY projects coming up, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. So after we cleared everything out of the bathroom, my husband painted 3 of the 4 walls this blue color, and then I cleaned and sanded down the vanity to prep it for paint. The paint that I used is a chalk paint, so it didn't require me to sand it, but I did just to make sure everything was nice and smooth. And then I went ahead and painted it. I only recorded me painting 1 coat, but I in total did 2. Next, we got started on the shiplap wall. And for this, we didn't use actual shiplap. We used this underlayment plywood that we picked up from Lowe's and had them cut each piece into 8-inch strips, and then had my husband cut each piece to match the length of the wall. Here you see me sanding each piece with a sanding block. I do have a hand sander. However, because these pieces are so thin, we use the sanding block instead. So then right here, you'll see my husband, he is using a stud finder to mark the wall where each stud is, so that when we go ahead and nail each piece of plywood, we're nailing it into an actual stud. Okay, so here comes the fun part. We originally were going to rent a nail gun and an air compressor from Home Depot, but I thought that it would make more sense for us to purchase one. So I went on Amazon and I saw this nail gun. It was way cheaper than all of the other nail guns on there, but I went ahead and got it. And when we tried to use it, it didn't nail it didn't shoot the nails all the way through the wood. So we had to use it to pretty much just start the nail and then hammer each nail in the rest of the way. So it was a pain. Everything would have went so much quicker had we just gotten the rental or a more expensive nail gun. This was also done during COVID-19 quarantine, and I'm not sure if it's in every state, but in my state, we're having a coin shortage. So the original plan was for me to go and get nickels to do nickel spacing between each board. However, I went to 2 different stores and tried to get nickels. They would not give me any change. I had to pay with either exact change or a card. So I went on YouTube and found that you could also use a paint stirrer to do the spacing. So that's just what we did. So this is what everything looked like after we finished adding all of the plywood to the wall. The only thing that I regret is not painting the plywood prior to adding it to the wall. I watched different videos on YouTube and some people added it before or painted before and some people painted after, but it definitely would have been easier to paint before we added it to the wall. I lost the footage of me painting the first coat, but here is me doing like the edges and the second coat. So the second thing I was really excited to do was to paint the floors. We decided to go with the color white to match the white of the shiplap walls, and here I am just getting them nice and clean prior to painting them. I watched another video on YouTube where they used the technique of going in with a brush and filling in the grout lines and then going back in with the roller. So I used that same technique, and I highly suggest it for anyone who is going to be painting their floors, as well as the paint that I used. It is the Rust-Oleum Home floor, and I absolutely love it. Our floor has been painted for about 2 weeks now, and it is holding up great so far. I did 3 coats total of the actual paint, and then I went in one time with the gloss top coat. All right, and now we are almost done. So here we are hanging up our shelves. These shelves I actually made myself. I am literally so proud of myself for making these. I will be uploading a video soon with how I made them. I made these, and I also made the towel rack you'll see in a couple of seconds. And here is the final result. As I said earlier, I absolutely love the way that everything turned out. And if you haven't already, I hope that you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.